Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of BurlyFishing. Today, I'm unboxing a different box, one that I've never gotten before, one that honestly I hadn't heard of before until the company contacted me. They emailed me, they asked me if I would unbox this on the channel and do a little review. I absolutely said, sure, why not? I mean, I love receiving fishing lures. Send away, I'll take it, right? I did let them know that I try to be as unbiased as possible with my unboxings. I'm excited to do this. It's, real talk. We're just gonna go bait for bait, take a look at what's in this box. So the box that we're actually opening today is by Outlet Bait and Tackle. You guys can find them at overstockbait.com. They have a monthly subscription box called the Secret Bait Box, and this box goes for $18.95 per month. I have no idea what's in it. Like I said, I've never heard of this box before, so we're just gonna dive right in. We're going blind. This is a blind unboxing, and I'm stoked about it. They sent this over in a FedEx bag, so it seems like there might be more than a box in here. Let's find out. Okay, it is more than a box in here. So they sent me a shirt. Okay, not bad. I'll wear that. Nice blue little secret bait box. Got some digs, something we can wear. It doesn't have a Michigan logo on it, but that's fine. All right, so from what I've seen on their site, these guys have been around since 2008. They're based out of Minnesota. They've got 2 boxes that they carry, and then of course they carry tons and tons of baits. So I guess if you guys are looking for just cheap baits, they do have all sorts of brands from what I saw in there, like Berkeley, Lunker City, like all sorts of kind of like name brands that you guys would be familiar with seeing. First off, looking at the box, it looks, same kind of design as what you would get in most monthly boxes. I do like, logo is pretty cool on that. It looks rad. All right, so let's pop this bad boy open. So this is the bass box. They filled it with some confetti, so that's cool. It's gonna go all over my floor. We do have card, right? So like I said, they have 2 boxes that they carry. They carry a multi-species and a bass box. And on this little info card, oh look, they wrote me a little note, says, "Thank you, Jeff, hope you like it." And that's from the Outlet Bait crew. So thanks guys, thanks for sending me the box. And we got some digs in here, guys. We got some stuff. All right, so again, we're gonna go bait by bait. Again, keep in mind, this is a box that costs $18.95 per month. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a 6 lure box. To me, that kind of adds up. Most companies charging 20 bucks a month. You're getting, $30 worth of baits about, and you get about 6 baits. So no idea how many are supposed to be in here. 6, hey, called it. So there's 6 baits in here. We got stuff from Strike King Live Target Z-Man. Okay, cool. Hardcore Crankbait, O-Bait Wiggle Worm, a War Eagle. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, so that's pretty awesome. Value adds up to about $35. So about 35 bucks as far as the pricing goes on the card. So we're gonna see what that comes out to. Right off the bat, I always get the sticker out of the way. We've got the O-Bait Fishing Lures sticker. I mean, not a bad sticker. It is not die cut, very special in any way. It's kind of just a logo and some words. So it'll go on the workbench. It ain't going on the boat, but you got a sticker. Next up, first actual lure we're getting into here. We've got a Baby Strike King. This is a little spinner bait. Looks like black and blue, single hook, Colorado blade. It's got that perforated type of blade, right? So that's gonna move a little bit more water. It's gonna have a little more thump than just a smooth Colorado blade is going to have. In addition to that, like, you've got this really nice looking kind of fluorescent blue, which is gonna look really good in the water. If I had to guess, I'd say like 1/8 of an ounce. It's 1/8 of an ounce, it says on the box. So we got 1/8 of an ounce. So it's a little tiny spinner bait, and ideally these are set up for pan fishing and crappie fishing, which is fine. But I mean, I've caught plenty of bass. I actually did a challenge with one of these. I bought one of these before in like a chartreuse and white, caught a bunch of bass on it. It'll do the job. I mean, again, main point of these boxes is like, you gotta catch fish, right? It's gotta be fishable stuff that's going to land you some bass. In this case, it's a bass box, supposed to catch bass, right? But also possibly push you into checking out new brands, challenging you to try to throw new different types of baits, things like that. It's really the point. So not bad, not something I fish hardly ever, but I also don't panfish or crappie fish that much. But not a bad start to the box. So from here, I'm gonna go to the crankbait. So we have what looks to be a deep dive and crank. This is, as mentioned on that card, it's the hardcore crankbait. We're gonna pop this bad boy up and I wanna see what this looks like. So apparently this magnetic weighted transfer system allows you to cast this particular bait much further. I will admit one of my main concerns coming into all of these is that we're gonna get like the overstock or like the colors you wouldn't normally throw. So let's kind of pay attention and see if that's what we get. So for this one, this color is called a natural bluegill. It's a little more translucent pop to it. You got your little bluegill stripes. You got the bluegill dot right there. You've got a little blue on the gill plate. We've got some orange on the bottom. It's gonna be flashy. It's gonna look pretty good, I think, in the water. Okay, so this is actually a floating crank. So it's gonna like shoot down, but it's designed to like dive to a depth, in this case, 4+ feet. You can really run it down as far as you want, and then let it kind of like float back up. So the idea there is it looks like a dying bait fish that's diving and then floating back up, and then bass would attack as it's floating back up when it looks like it's in distress. That's fine. I don't fish crankbaits like this too often. The bill seems all right. I mean, it's just, your classic lip to a crankbait right there. I think it'll do okay. I mean, I'm sure we can definitely catch fish on it. Again, it's just not like my typical style of fishing. It's crankbait. It's like crankbait season here for me right now, moving into summer. So I think we do something on that. Again, I'm definitely going to take these all out on the water and try them out. I want to see that they're fishable. I want to see that we can land some fish. So I think we're going to take this box with us to the lake this weekend and see if we can't land some bass. All right, next. Okay, this one, see, at first I was really excited. So this is a War Eagle spinnerbait. It's a 1/4 ounce, but it's kind of an odd colorway for me at least. So this is a craw color, but I think it could do work on my river. I got to get it out there. I got to try it really to see this. I've never thrown a color like this, to be honest. I've gone for, you get like your chartreuse and white, kind of like my favorite colors, and you get like some gill and some shad patterns. I can't say that I've ever thrown, in this case, a craw pattern spinner. In terms of spinners, it's a little bit smaller. It's a 1/4 ounce. This is a super light spinner. Long trailing skirt that we've got going on right there. So you got some reds, some browns, a little bit of black in there as well. And blade wise, check this out. We've got like this copper and gold. So ideally like low light, or in this case, I'm thinking river. I'm thinking like low light, super stained and or probably muddy water. And then with that craw pattern, obviously we want this to look like a craw moving spot to spot. Again, like I said, I've never thrown a spinnerbait with a craw pattern per se. Maybe I'm missing out. You guys let me know in the comments. We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take this out to the water and give her a good throw, give her a good go. I mean, as far as spinnerbaits go, War Eagle, kind of one of my favorites. So, I mean, I'm definitely gonna throw this thing. I'm excited for it. We've got one more hard bait and then 2 of the plastics. We're gonna see what the plastics look like. Next up is a live target. I actually have one of these. I have not been able to fish it on my river yet. We've had a ton of flooding. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to really give this a good old-fashioned test. But we're gonna get out there. We're gonna do it. All right, so this is a Cabela's exclusive color. What do they call this? This is a Tennessee Craw. So I'm in Michigan. I don't know if that'll make a difference. This Craw Crankbait, right? This Craw style crank, this Craw hard bait is going to, if you guys haven't seen this before, this bait's been around for a little while. So it's got like some little translucent patterns through the middle. So it looks like a craw literally folded up. Here's the claws in that bright orange at the front. We got some green on the back, and then we got a white belly. So a lighter body craw that you're gonna get out of this from, I guess, more standard in like Tennessee craw. That lip there that we're gonna dive down, what it's gonna look like is a craw moving spot to spot, rock to rock, right? And this is typically how they'll swim. They kind of push away with their claws, shoot their butt out one way and go moving from one spot to another. Definitely a good solid bait, a good crankbait. The one I have is like a bright yellow and orange. So if you guys don't know, like craws kind of change their colors as they're going through the seasons. And it's good to have a few different colors of those that you can throw. So as long as you know kind of the forage in your area, you guys can look it up if you don't, then you can go with the right color if you want to match the hatch, right? Otherwise, you just kind of shake something in a bass's face and it bites, and that works too, whatever. But we'll definitely be able to throw this here pretty soon. I'm excited to take that on the river. So that's all the hard baits, 2 spinner baits, 2 crankbaits that we got in this box. Next up, I know exactly what I'll be doing with this. So this is the O-Bait DFL, which stands for Distinctive Fishing Products. But this is a wiggle worm in pumpkin seed. Again, patterns I'm seeing here right now are like browns and golds and like craw patterns. You know, more of that natural gill. We've got the Tennessee craw, like these darker patterns, black and blue. To me, this box screams river. I might not fish it on my lake. My lake's a little more clear water, lots of water clarity that these might not do that great in, especially on the bluebird days that we've been getting. And now we got a brown worm and that pumpkin seed. Let's check out one of these. So to me, it screams river. Might have to take this box on the river. I think we can definitely, I mean, if I go on the Grand River, I'll definitely catch something. Okay, so we have a shorter style worm. You guys could probably guess what I'm gonna throw this on. We've got the little ribbon tail at the end, so you guys can rig this up to swim it. Carolina rig it, Texas rig it. I'm gonna Ned rig it, obviously, because I think it's gonna have a pretty sweet action on that. But you can also throw it on a swim bait hook, go weedless or open hook style, whatever. You can throw it on an underspin and swim this thing around. I think it'll do a pretty good job. Got a little bit of stretch to it, lots of movement if you guys can see that. That tail looks pretty good, a little shorter cut tail at the end. And then that ribbing, if you guys know, when it comes to plastics, you add those ribs on there, that's gonna add a lot more movement when it's in the water, being moved by the current, wind, whatever, just going spot to spot as you swim it. I think this thing will do a solid job, and like I said, I do want to throw it on a Ned rig and see what the heck happens to that. I think it'll be good. Finally, I do not have any of these, so I'm pumped about this. So these are the Z-Man Bat Wings. It's a 2.75 inch size in PB&J. I do not have a lot of PB&Js. Again, darker colors. This whole box, basically, I would just fish on the river. Even this crank that looks like it's deep diving is a floating crank, so you can put it anywhere in the water column you want. You're shooting for about 4 feet or deeper, and then you're gonna let it float back up. I can fish this in the river all day. So yeah, this is a river box. We're going to the river with this, so stay tuned for that. Interesting. So what you've got with these bat wings and that PB&J color, obviously you got the purple, great for dark water conditions, great for stained water, basically cheat codes as well. So we got a flat body on the back, if you guys can see that. It's a craw, basically half of a craw. I've used a lot of these like half craw styles, usually the like the Strike King Rage craws, and I'll use them as jig trailers. So I mean, this could be a great jig trailer. You're dealing with Z-Man Elastec, so this thing is super durable. It will stay on your jig for a while, so throw this on your PB&J jigs. You could Ned rig this. You could Ned rig this as well. Actually, funny story, we just went fishing and Paul had Ned rigged a, I believe it was an X Zone with the floating claws in PB&J, and he landed a pretty big largemouth bass that chomped off the claws. I imagine if he had a Z-Man craw, it wouldn't have popped off those claws. All right, guys, so that's it. That's the whole box. Not bad. I think you got to know what you're kind of walking into with this. This is my takeaway from this. You know, it's an overstock company, so they buy up extra stock from these other companies. That way they can offer it to you guys at a lower rate. Definitely not a bad thing. If you go check out their site, again, it's overstockbait.com. You can see all the different discounts and different brands that they carry. Obviously, they hooked us up today. We got Z-Man, good brand. War Eagle spinner. We got some Strike King. We got some Live Target. I mean, you know, and also we're looking into O-bait, hardcore crankbaits, you know, all sorts of stuff that's definitely very fishable. Like I said, these are all dark color patterns. Craw pattern I don't normally see or fish in Michigan. Again, I'm in Michigan. That's like kind of the big difference. Darker colored plastics, things that to be productive, I'll probably have to go fish on the river, which no problem. I love fishing on the river. So we're gonna go test these guys out. I think the cool thing for me is we've got some different colors I don't normally throw, different, you know, floating cranks, different style of bait that I don't normally throw. So it's, again, challenged me to think outside the box. I think all in all, guys, for $18.95, like, you can't really go wrong if you're looking for some extra lures. As long as this box is indicative of what Secret Bait Box normally sends. I have not been a subscriber to the box. This is the first time I've ever gotten one. I don't work with Outlet Bait and Tackle at all. They just emailed me out of the blue, asked me to review the box. Here I am. First thoughts, not bad. If I were to rate this box on a 0 to 10 scale, I'd give it like a 6.5, right? And again, it's just because these are colors I don't normally fish. You know, they're recognizable brands, definitely, but you know, it's different types of baits I don't normally throw, colors I don't normally fish. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. Heck yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I mean, after checking out their site too, if I can get some like discounted baits, maybe I can choose the colors, choose the different lures I can get. It's cool. I love learning about all these different companies that are out there that are offering you guys these options. Generally, what I recommend is that you look into each of these different boxes, you look at videos of people opening them, you know, you kind of decide for yourself if, oh, those are baits that I would like to throw in my area of the country or of the world. So therefore, I would want to get that box. And at the end of the day, you know, if they offer you a discount for your first month, I don't know if these guys do. I didn't see anything in this box for it. No, but you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Secret Bait Box, hashtag Secret Bait Box. Check them out. See what they're all about, see other stuff that they're dropping, check out other unboxings that they've done, so you can see if there's any baits in there that you guys would like to fish. And at the end of the day, you know, you can always just do a month of each of these boxes just to see if you like it. Shop around. Find out who the best boxes are out there in this hashtag Better Box war. And that's why I like getting them. I love opening all these different things up so I can show you guys what you'd be getting if you signed up for this. So at the end of the day, hopefully this unboxing was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you learned a lot along the way about this company, which is new to me, maybe not new to you, but Outlet Bait and Tackle with their Secret Bait Box. So thanks to them for sending me this box. I appreciate it. Appreciate the shirt. If you guys want to check these guys out, go to overstockbait.com. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Again, we're running a giveaway until June 19th. If you guys want to win a box full of different fishing lures, 14 in fact, valued at over $65, click on the link below and enter that giveaway. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at BurlyFishing. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel, hit that like button, ring that notification bell. And hey, maybe go check out the BurlyFishing podcast if you like to listen. If you want to hear some fishing talk in your ear hole, go dive into that. We've got about 14 episodes up now, so you can really roll through that back catalog, especially if you're sitting at home trying to figure out what to do. That's it for today, guys. We'll catch you all out on the water.